Greetings and salutations! Welcome to the Grand Circus. I'm Bajongles. If you like my stuff, make sure to like and subscribe. Follow me over on Twitch at Bajongles1, where I stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, noon Pacific Standard Time. I would much appreciate a follow there. Speaking of follow, you can follow me over on my socials, both at Big1 username Bajongles on Bluesky and Tumblr. Much appreciated. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? Hi. I realized that yes, I do need to readjust my audio input capture settings real quick. Because fun fact, OBS updated. There we go. All right, how's this? All right, let me hear how this works. But yeah, no, it updated and it changed how the audio suppressor thing works. And so I just sort of have to play it by ear. I mean I normally do. But yeah, no, how is everybody? I'm happy to be here. I have banana bread. Uh there's there's a big assignment for class that I have to do that I get to do over the course of a month. Uh and I'm very excited for it because I chose to do a paper for it, and I actually enjoy writing papers. Fun fact. I like doing it and I'm good at it. Hmm. Now I'm drinking water, I'm getting out of wilds. There we go. Blam. Alright, spectacular. But yeah, no, and because it's, it's like a big assignment where it's sort of a choose your own adventure sort of thing. We get to decide what to do and on what. It has to relate to ecology. And so I decided to write a paper, because I'm good at that, on the invasive feral hogs, because fun fact, they're starting to show up in my state. It's fun, isn't it? And I already have like a decently sized base of knowledge for that. Which means I sort of know where to jump off of, or jump off from, rather. That's the proper phrasing. To jump off from to like research and do the paper. Which is very good and cool. I am the biggest example of how the fuck he's smart. He a dumbass. And I'm very excited. Like, I know a lot of shit, but also I'm fucking stupid. So that being said, however, very cool instead of stupid. Let's get to art time. Blam. Blah now. Alright, very cool, very awesome. To sort of recap, this is what we did last time, this fun little like forest area. Then there's like the Skyland. Yo, what's happening in Europe right now, my dog? Also, hi, welcome in. Good to see you. Let me drink some water. Fucking elaborate on that? Which shows? Who do we need to boycott? Who the fuck is daring do that? Pocoyo. Oh, that show! I never watched it, but it was always there. Maya, the bee. Yeah, both of those, like, I've seen them around, but I've never watched them. That's so unfortunate, man. I'm sorry. Fuck. I sure do love when shit when ass. I'm laughing because I made myself laugh, not because of your situation. Jesus. Fucking AI. Got worse around the time Owl House got canceled? I'd say that's a pretty decent metric of stuff getting worse. But also, there's always been like different times when things have gotten worse. Reagan era cartoons. I mean, yeah, also a really big thing was definitely the pandemic, I feel. I don't know what everybody's been on, but like since the pandemic. I pressed the wrong hotkey, and I was wondering why it wouldn't rotate. It's because 7 is not a hotkey. 6 is, however. These girls are kissing? Impossible! I've never heard of such a thing so crude. Sir, what about the allegations that you were on the Epstein, island? Who is this now? I need to leave. Do it. But also make sure it's good, okay? I don't want you doing anything badly out of spite. Do something good out of spite, my man. Okay, what setting changed? Why do I sound more tinny? OBS, what the hell did you do? What have you done to me? You're the same microphone. Listen, man. I've done many things out of spite. I have done many things out of spite. I understand, my dude. You don't need to be like, look at this. I have a lot of spite. I get it. I have a lot of spite. I put my hands on both sides of your face. Don't mind where I got them. These are totally mine. Don't worry about it. I go, you and I, we're the we are the same in this. We're we're not so different, you and I. I start doing like this villain monologue. Right? Oh, we're not so different. Wait, no, wrong person. He just actually was like, hey, hey, Edgy, you and I are not so different. Rado, what are you gonna do? Stop me? I'm twerking on my own property. Oh God! I just realized if I do this right, this will be the last row of stuff before I get into more specifics for the very first chapter of this game. That's very exciting. And then once I get into the more specifics of design for that, then uh we can do me trying to fumble around and learn software and development. Uh game dev and shit. It's been a while since I've done game dev on stream. Fun fact: the engine I use is the same one that web fishing is made in. Shout out to Godot. It is free and open source, and also good. So if you want to make a game, maybe give Godot a shot. It's pretty good. The fact that it's free and open source and I'm not being paid for it makes this not a sponsor. I just really like it. My favorite part is that it's free. Oh, also, tomorrow's Halloween. So yeah, depending on what time it is where you live right now, it may be Halloween right now. I don't know. I'm forgetting the specifics of Greenwich time right now. Seven p.m. All right, so it's almost Halloween. Let me get my long, luxurious locks out of the way again. Don't ask where I found them. They're totally mine. Every single hair. Just too busy taking care of myself. Well, taking care of yourself is good. Like, I'm playing in a D&D game for Halloween. Because we started doing a Castlevania game. That is uh basically like making fun of Twilight because fuck you, Twilight. The Twilight movies were partially filmed here and otherwise filmed in Washington. With like one of my friends personally knowing one of the actors. So like I really get to say fuck you, Twilight. And also every once in a while my mom decides that it's time to do a Twilight marathon and I can hear it through my wall. That being said, though, the game is very fun, and a session of it is on Halloween. That means I'm fine, not happy, but yeah, I suppose. But also, keeping yourself feeling good emotionally is also part of taking care of yourself. So, like, maybe you should add that into your self-care regimen a little bit. Like, yeah, taking care of your body's good and all, but, like, sometimes you gotta nourish the soul, man. 2 months straight, what have you been doing? I don't know why I said it in that tone, but still, like, what you been doing then? Oh, recovering. Oh, I see. And on the entertainment regard, I try and give it the best I can. I I hope I'm being entertaining. I certainly try and do stuff that's interesting. And like, my instinct is to just go, "Hey, what do I want to do?" And then I do that. With like obvious like um taking you guys into heavy consideration. Well, that's good. I'm glad I can help in any sort of way. You know, there's honestly only so much I can do for people when like I'm like halfway across the world from them. And keeping spirits high and entertainment good is part of that. Hey, let's see here. Okay. Don't mind me being tired. I got woken up by my cat screaming. And then I went back to sleep for like an hour and a half. And going back to sleep and waking up shortly after is not a good way to feel rested. Like, in literal terms, I've rested more, but I would be less tired if I didn't go back to sleep. Also, don't mind me sounding like I'm turning. I am petting my cat. Ooh! If you're really serious about that, doing that kids show thing, it'd be kind of fun to have it be sort of like, and because I know you also like horror and spooky stuff. I mean, you draw enough of it to sort of be obvious, like, oh, you like this. It'd be cool to sort of have sort of a spooky kids show or something. I heard, let me check real quick. Little guy? Ah, little guy. Little guy, UFO behind him? It doesn't exactly look like a. It might also be a hat, but hats usually are like completely behind a person's head. I love like the sort of cool green to purple. It's very nice. And like the blue. The color scheme is very good. Supposed to be wearing a sun hat? Ah, I see. Good design, good idea. Okay, so I have. How many worlds do I have now? I suppose it doesn't matter, but I want to get as many of my ideas done as possible on this before I like move on to zooming in. You know, anyways, as I was saying, the core design is very good. Happy Tree Friend. God! You know what's really funny? Apparently those were on Newgrounds. I saw it as a kid on Amazon Prime. So I was just looking for like, oh, what are some free cartoons that I could watch on here? And that was one of them. And so as a kid, I, not knowing at all what it was, saw some of the most gory shit ever put to cartoon. It honestly, I think that partially made me who I am today. How do you make Happy Tree Friends kid friendly though? Isn't like the whole thing that like they get into horrible like mutilating accidents every episode and then next time they're fine? You definitely kind of see the Happy Tree Friends influence. Also, shout out to the Stewie Griffin mouth. Oh yeah. Fun fact about that. The Polar Express, while not literally like being a train that goes to the North Pole, is like this fun thing that's done during Christmas time. And I got to go with my mom one year as a kid in my pajamas, and I got a bell. One of the best experiences. So good. I got to go on the Polar Express. Also a huge creepypasta fan. I was never big on creepypasta. Uh, I only really started like knowing more about it like more recently. And mostly because I was like getting into things like SCP and like backrooms at the time. I'm out of backrooms now. I'm kind of still into SCP. I secure, contain, protect. It's pretty interesting. I kind of don't like what has happened to the backrooms, where it's sort of become SCP Foundation light. Of like, oh, there's scary things in here. It's like, isn't the whole point of liminal spaces that there's not something there? Because liminal spaces feel weird because they're areas that feel empty, and a lot of them are places that are made to be heavily trafficked but aren't. So that's what makes them unnerving, because they feel sort of like the uncanny valley of environments, right? So like if you add actual stuff moving around, doing things, people living their lives in there, it stops being uncanny valley. Right? Like the horror of the back rooms is that you're in there and you're stuck and you don't know what's going on and everything is wrong. I don't know, it's less scary to me that it's like, oh no, you're gonna get got by the scary shadow that smiles at you. Or the big skin man. I don't know, that might just be me. I got absolute God, I watched Skinamarink with some friends like a while ago. That movie fucked me up. That movie fucked me up. I love that movie. Skinamarink, let's fucking go. It's so unsettling. Okay, so let's see. Maybe this for an entirely other game idea. Fun boss idea. Yeah, the initial boss idea for the first world, cloud area, but the dragon boss was scrapped. Or not scrapped, but like moved over to here. Let's see, more of the first world. Where it's like a lot of war stuff, which is kind of cool. Maybe that won't be the first one. I don't know which one's gonna be the first yet, is the thing. That's the first I came up with, though. Then Waterworld, which I'm very passionate about, surprisingly enough. Or not surprisingly enough, but I was just like, I need to yeah, I just realized. I just realized something. The underwater world area would be the perfect starting world. It would be perfect. One, it's the one that I already have the most fleshed out in terms of ideas. Two, the boss fight here, the boss fight idea here, already like kind of trains you to do this, which is going to the next world. Right? It's sort of like training for this whole mechanic. And like it's fantastical enough to be immediately grasping. I think this will be my first world that I do, actually. Yeah, yeah. You know, chapter what? Underwater world, the lost city of Clownlantis. Also, I appreciate how this looks a bit. Something about this kind of feels like the Amazing Digital Circus to me, and that's very good. I think it's the red and blue like checkerboard with like the orange and yellow like uh uh dome roofs. Sorry, I was forgetting the word dome. I'm very good at my own language. Okay, let's see. Oh. And also like with this, like the first level of this whole thing could be like on the coast, but like on land, and there could be some fun like tide pool stuff and things. And then it, with little bits of swimming, so that like the player can kind of get used to swimming. Not that most people in games aren't familiar, but you have to design for the lowest common denominator at the start, whereas like you have to teach the players things, even even if like they're normal in games, or like normal in the genre of games that you're doing. It's just a generally good idea to do proper teaching technique. Ow! I stubbed my knee. Ow! How did I do that when I was sitting down? Oh, oh God. Okay. Ugh. Sitting fail, laugh at clown. Sitting fail. Laugh at this user. Mods busted down silly style. Macy, what do you want to be here for? But yeah, no, and then after that, there could you know uh different scenarios with a mix of like swimming and coming out into like underwater caves that have air pockets in them. Uh, to do like fun platforming stuff still, and then you can eventually make your way to the lost city of Clownlantis, and then you make it back out, and fight the boss, which is a big cool like puppet dragon guy. Also, I love this little guy because this is Steve. Yeah. Wow, le poisson Steve. Poisson Steve. Il est orange. Il a des bras et des jambes. Le poisson Steve. All right, let's see. I'm really big on continuing work on doing this one, so I am actually going to do that. This is once again not literal like level concept. This is just general idea concept. So here we go. I'm actually gonna base this off a real location. You want to guess? You want to guess the location? You may not guess it if you're not familiar. With Oregon. But like if you've seen the Goonies, you'd probably you even if you don't know the name, you'd probably know the location. Et orange. Il a des bras et des jambes. I'm not feeling that in particular. Let me. Alright. As you have not answered, I will tell you. I will tell you with no shame. No shame to you for not knowing. Cannon Beach, Oregon. There's a very cool rock that is used as a nesting site for a bunch of seabirds, and between it and the actual like coast is a bunch of tide pools. And so I get to have cool flying enemies that are things like puffins and shit. And I also get to have like a bunch of cool tide pool stuff. Yeah, like snapping clams, grabby octopi. Technically, the proper the proper like plural is technically octopuses. Weirdly enough, like that is grammatically technically the correct one, but octopi is more consistent with other stuff. So, Like let me show you this image. Let me show you this image. It's very cool. Screenshot. Why are you full screen? Thank you for no longer being full screen. I need you to actually not be. Look at. Oh, there we go. Look at this. Look how cool that is, and look at the like green anemones. Look at all the sea stars and the clams, and like the barnacles and. Is that an octopus right there? I think that's an octopus right there. Yeah, look at that. Look at that friend. You know, and like having having fun octopi that like sort of do like a water spout that can act as like a platform out of like the tide pools. And having like let me look up tide pools species. Let me see. Alright, Oregon Coast Association, give me the species. Yeah, there's actually a shit ton of tide pools along the coast. Well, actually, maybe not. I'm looking at this thing and it's talking about marine gardens. Which I'm not exactly sure what that means, but it's very interesting. There's marine gardens, Oregon Marine Reserves, and Oregon Islands Complex. Where are you? Foraging. While foraging is strictly prohibited in protective areas, Oregon Ocean Shore. Okay, that is fair. They want to, the people on the coast actively want to promote people harvesting purple sea urchins, because since like hunting and fur trade has lowered the sea otter levels a lot, the purple urchins are actually eating up all the kelp, which means that our kelp forests are disappearing. And so, like, while they get the otters taken care of, which I drew really, really badly, like insanely badly, like horribly right here. The worst creature I've ever drawn is an otter. And he's an Urpal urchin. And so I want, like, I want this place to have species that are local to me, because that makes it very special to me. And I am actively looking at natural resources, which means, fun fact, everything I do here involving nature at all, or like teaching people about the stuff I learned, is using my major, which is awesome. Most people don't get to say that. Most people don't get to say that they get to use their major. Like, that's the coolest shit, and I'm so appreciative that I get to have that opportunity. Also, fun fact, kelp is most closely related to algae, which is really fascinating. If I'm remembering it right, I may be wrong, because most of my current studies are on terrestrial plants. And so maybe like aquatic plant life like kelp is not, it's not my specialty, so I might be getting stuff wrong about it. But like I'll get into doing classes about that eventually. Okay, you did not tell me about my local ecosystem. Animals in the tide pools on the Oregon coast. Thank you. The purple sea stars that you saw are called ochre sea stars. OCHRE. They're very cool. You can actually find them also in local aquariums, and like you can just touch them. Like when it's like the time of day when it's low tide, they actually can like solidify themselves almost. Like they can tense up, and when they tense up, they feel as hard as a stone. We also have fun little isopods called sea slaters, SLATER. Uh, and they like being on cliffs near the beaches and shit, and then like tide pools and stuff. They're very cool. We also have the green anemones, which are very aptly named. I just, as I said, oh, look at the green anemones. We have the purple sea urchins. They're fucking everywhere. You probably know what they look like because they're sea urchins and they're purple. Like you can tell that like we really want to control their numbers. Is the first fun fact is purple sea urchins are edible. People eat the meat inside called uni, which I've heard is actually pretty good. I've never had it personally. Sea otters and sea stars also eat purple sea urchins. Overpopulation of purple sea urchins is damaging kelp forests. Why does it say California's? They're damaging ours too, man. Like they're damaging all the kelp forests along the Pacific coast. Purple sea urchins can walk? I didn't know that part. That's fun. Yada yada yada, so on and so forth. We have Oh, we have hermit crabs, we have sand crabs. We have barnacles, sand dollars. I didn't know we had nudibranchs. Well, let me pull up some pictures of these little sea slug guys. Let me find a good one. Where's a friend? 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 Are you a friend? You're kind of a friend. You're a very tiny image there, friend. There we go. I want to show you, like, the coolest shit. Like, this almost looks like some sort of Subnautica creature. Which, fun fact, I follow the artist, who did the creature designs for Subnautica. Look at this little guy! This neon orange and blue ass guy. Look at him, he's a friend. He's probably poisonous. You probably don't want to eat him. He's a friend. Look at him. He's a guy. He's a cute old duder. Cannon Beach tide pools, give me more information on this. I need research, my friend. You're not very useful because you're for general people people looking to go as tourists, which is cool. There we go. We found something. Barnacles. What the fuck are you? What are you? You, dear God. Is that a cucumber? Is that a sea cucumber? Eh. Anyways, I can look more into that later. This isn't a research stream, no matter how fun that would be. I was mostly trying to look for image reference and then got distracted by learning. God, God forbid a gamer learn a thing or two. Here's a very quick sketch of ocean time. Ocean man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Ocean man, the voyage to the corner of the globe is a real trip. Ocean man. And the cast was raised in the sand, talking of the thirst of the land, ocean man. Can you see through the wonder of amazement of the open man? Now, this is obviously not meant to literally be Haystack Rock, but it is meant to resemble Haystack Rock. Is that the wrong layer? Is that the wrong fucking layer? What if I did a size 50 brush and fucking killed you? Life were not big enough. I'm actually gonna keep that brush size. Don't you dare rotate on me, my boy. You're not allowed to rotate. And then we go to size 500. Oh, big boy. They say I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. Let me put that down to 5 for our usage later. And let me dink in my order. And actually, also let me edit this real quick. Merge with layer below. I'm just a simple lawyer from Oompa Loompa Land. A phoenix right, that man has dirt on me. I cannot do anything, he has the power over my soul. It's like knowing my true name. Wait, is it not Grossberg? How the hell do you know that? How the hell did you know my name is Grossberg? I knew Mia and she talked about you. Oh, that damn girl, now you have power over me. I sure love the goobers in my brain. Oh, Phoenix, right? I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking crazy, my man. There we go, and then we have that, and I believe this can actually form yet another pool, because that's how these work. And then what if... Now, hear me out here. Oyster. Oyster? This is actually not a tongue, this is a foot. There we go. And I can add some more, like, little decoration bits, and there can be fun little, like, animated duders in there. Like little tiny fish that move around, and little isopod dudes, and little bugs, and the starfish can, like, shuffle around and shit. Having those, like, timed, like, you know those platforms that like you can only walk on at a certain time because they like turn on and off. That would be fun to have as like starfish, or not starfish, sea stars. That's the proper term. Sea stars, because like I said, they can tense themselves up and become hard as rock. So what if that's like they can like tighten and loosen their muscles, and that's how like the platform like becomes like accessible or not. And then of course, let me look up what Oregon seabird I want. Ah, of course. Hold on. Tufted puffin. Now, everybody. I need you guys to see this bird. Let me get a good picture of him. I need you guys to understand the bird. I accidentally closed a window. I want you guys to see the whimsical type shit that we're on here. Look at this bird! Look at this tufted puffin! Look at this guy! Look at the big ass eyebrows. Like, we do have normal, like, well, normal puffins. Like, these aren't normal. Oregon, sea birds. Seabirds of the Oregon coast. Let's see, we have... Yeah, we have pelicans of some variety. We have the common murre, tufted puffin, pigeon guillemot, black oyster catcher. Yeah, we have the black oyster catcher, the pigeon guillemot. As I said, we have the brown pelican, shitbird. We have Brandt's cormorant, which are fun, and they have like a blue neck. We have double-crested cormorant. We have pelagic cormorant, which I suppose just means that it's ocean, like a very ocean bird. We have the western gull, the bastards. Leech's storm petrel. Rhinoceros auklet. I love the auklets. Also, marbled murrelet. They're just little tiny little guys, tiny little goober guys. And so, yeah, I suppose it's the tufted puffin that we have then. Let's see, on the south coast, okay, tufted puffin is haystack rock, which is northern Oregon coast. Oh wait, no, that's it's also there. I want you to see this fuck ass image too. Hold on. Hold on. This is the funniest shit I've seen. Bird. Bird. Green I'm You know, I completely understand why people bird watch. This is hilarious. Something so funny. Let me just Look at this guy. Look at this puffin. I was sent a message and it's like, oh, you need to download it because fuck you. That's just a funny. Very good. Yeah, no, look at this bird. Yes, behold. You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. Behold a man. Our buddy has feathers? Not when I'm done with him. Alright, so there we go. I actually want to keep him there. Ah, thank you. I will say, you guys are getting a lot of mileage out of that one. I'm happy about that. And then womp, womp, womp. Games today, all you see. Violence in movies and sex on TV. Where are those old values of which we used to rely? Oh, lucky there is a fair elderly guy. One who can, who positively can do. And so, and crime. I love that fucking that fuck ass song. They took fucking Cleveland Brown and Lois Griffin audio and just sort of mushed it into the form of like the song Undertale. My name is Cleveland Brown, and I am proud to be right back in my hometown with my new family. There's old friends and new friends and even a band. Two good guys and bad guys that do love a share. And so I found a place where everyone will know my happy mansion thing. This is the Cleveland Show. And then, there, and then bam. And then we have this, and then once again, Bert. Bird up. Run out now. Big paddle feet. And then, birds are so weird as animals. I love them so much. They're fucking weird. And like this can flap in the wind. Just. And my new family. As old friends and new friends and even a bear. And because I want them to look like eyebrows, bam. Behold, funny. Oh, and I have a funny ass idea. Clam? Googly eyes. Googly eyes on the clam. And when they open, they sort of like rattle around. What is shit imaginable, my gamer? The thick cheeks are mandatory, but maybe not like that. I don't mind the sneezing. Oh, there we go. All right. Ugh. And what I decided to draw doing here, this silly Billy of mine, is a backflip. Alright, there we go. And then we do that, and then blam. Wait a minute, I actually need to flip him for a backflip. Hold on. Having to flip him the other way for a backflip? Unimaginable. Never been done. There we go. Backflip. Just to show all the fun things you can do in this game once it's out. And I also kind of like this outside area not being realistic like at all, but being more grounded until slowly things get more and more fantastical, and then bam, is pretty cool. Like that sounds pretty cool and awesome to me. I don't know. I think I may have allergies or something. I'm not sure, because my nose is being weird. Weird? I was weird once. They put me in a room. A rubber room. A rubber room filled with rats. The rats made me weird. Flip. Do a flip. Please, I beg of you. I need you to flip so that you can see my son. I love how much this clam looks like Kermit. Just with the googly eyes. Just, yay! Hooray, I'm Kermit. Kermit the Frog here. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna fucking get you. Also adding these big eyes. Very in character for the sort of vibe I'm going for. You're probably wondering, this is a beach, where's the palm trees? Palm trees don't exist here. And the ones that have been planted by people are not very happy here. So, maybe Californians should stop, trying to plant palm trees up here. It doesn't work. And behold, I'm I want karma. Let me show you my victory. I always win. That is why they call it karma. They actually named it after me. And of course, B. Hold this B real quick. B, hold. Let me turn. Wrong screenshot. I just showed this bell again. God! How much I've been influenced by this art style. I'm very surprised every time. There we go. Here's my boy. There he is. Look at him. Look at my son. Look at my son. There he is. Oh boy. I love him, my son. I'm very proud of him. You know what that means? Fish, 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 fish. You, me, gas station. What are we having? God, I need to grab that and then learn it by heart because it's so fucking funny. Bear fight? Bare fist? Bare naked? Yes, please. What if I just... Yeah, yeah, yes. The stars of the sea. Look, it's Patrick. It's Patrick, guys. Everybody, look, it's Patrick Star. I'm, I'm gonna cut off your nutsack and hang it on my door like those knockers those rich people got. Ah, the Goon Lagoon. Let me update this part so that I can be like, barnacles go! Banarnicles. The Chronicles of Banarnia. I can actually do that type of work more later. What's important now is I get to do this. You know what that means? Fish, 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 fish. God, I love that video. The actual original is, you know what that means? Fish orgy, but there's like an edit where they just repeat fish over and over. And it's videos where they keep showing fish. It's different kinds of fish at aquariums. It makes me like unreasonably happy. You know what that means? Fish. Shweebee, a shweebity ba shweebity. Wee do. Wait a minute. No, I'm gonna keep this at 7 because I was about to be I was about to act unwise. This pussy about to make me act unwise. You know what that means. And so I do that, and then that, and then actually do more like that, maybe, and then whap. Very, very good, Master White. Wait, no, this is one of the other things. Hold on. Yeah, this is an extremely fuck-ass bumpy rock. And as such, it is our friend. And then you do that, and suddenly you're awesome and cool, and everyone likes you. If you want more of my tips, buy my scam course that won't actually teach you anything, but will give me $1 million. I would love your $1 million. You give me you. I also love how this kind of looks like a weird mix of like a wave and an agate. You know what that means. Fish? Fish. Star. You're telling me it's this thing versus the forces of evil? Insane. You're telling me this star is gonna fight the forces of evil? What a fucking laugh. You're telling me a fucking joke. Oh wait, you're being serious? Oh come on. And that was my stupid ass joke. Specifically about Star versus the Forces of Evil as a name. Also, I would like to sincerely apologize for Star versus the Forces of Evil fans. Because they did your show so dirty, my man. My dudes, I'm so sorry. It wants to eat you up. Behold, it's the invincible Iron Pearl. He's gonna kill you with the ability he learned growing up in the jungle where he would set himself on fire, I guess. I fucking hate that character so much. I'm so excited to draw him in the One Piece series, fan art series. I'm so excited. But that's gonna have to wait until, you know, after this and after Orangetown and, actually, it's gonna have to wait until after the Marine base and Orangetown and, Syrup Village and Arlong Park. No, not Arlong Park. It's before Arlong Park. God, Arlong Park is gonna be an awesome, like, little finale to the East Blue. Well, actually, no, it's gonna be like the Logtown, uh, like art pieces. God, there's so much that's gonna be fun. Oh my God, and then after that, I get to draw Laboon. Oh God, I'll be able to draw Laboon and Crocus. And then after that, it's gonna be fucking, the Baroque works is gonna be the Baroque arc with like Little Garden and shit, and then Alabasta, and I'm gonna be able to draw Crocodile, Sir Crocodile, and I'm gonna get to draw him in like a sexy pose and give him top surgery scars that look like the scar across his nose. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be the coolest shit. I mean, obviously we have to get there first, but like, it's gotta be awesome. Another sea star for your troubles. And like, also, I know full well that like the stitch marks, like drawing stitch marks on top surgery scars is not accurate. However, knowing that, I'm gonna do that for Crocodile anyways, because I want it to match his face scar, not be realistic. Or I guess scar singular, because it's gonna go like across the chest like that one kind does. Oh God, and eventually when we get to fucking Impel Down and I get to drive Vonkov. Oh my God, with Baroque Works and Alabasta, I guess I also get to do Mr. Tubonkure. I love gay people in One Piece. And let's draw a small little one right here. Just a small dent in the back. Oh shit, I almost forgot the anemones. That's not how you draw anemones. Anemone. Oh, you'll get there soon, champ. You'll learn how to say it properly one day. You'll learn how to say anemone properly one of these days, my child. You must believe in yourself. You must believe in your powers to say the word. You better do that. You better say it, though. If you don't say it, I'm gonna kill you. Shut up, Buzz. I'm gonna kill you. And out back here, I'm out back. The Outback Steakhouse. But yeah, no, I completely from memory. What the actual fuck? Why is this good? Why is this octopus good? Look at him. Look at my child. I love him. He has done everything wrong, and that's not a bad thing. He's my blessed boy. He's my blessed babbid boy. Don't mind that he's probably a giant Pacific octopus. Giant Pacific. Thank you, the Oregonian, the newspaper. Giant Pacific octopus rescued at Haystack Rock. Uh, Both National Geographic and the Guinness Book World Records claim the largest specimen ever found was about 600 pounds. Hey, Gremlin! So, I'm drawing this as, like, a little, maybe first level thing of this fun, like, aquatic thing. Like, the aquatic world. And I drew this octopus from memory. I'm very proud of myself. And I looked up, alright, what kind of octopus is in Oregon? And it is the giant Pacific octopus. And according to the newspaper, the Oregonian, the largest specimen found of was 600 pounds with a tentacle span of 30 feet. Let me do calculations for you. 30 feet, 2 meters. A bit over 9 meters. They don't call it the giant Pacific octopus for nothing. It's a big one. I've seen multiple of them before in my life. I don't think they ever got that big. Yeah, I really do not think they got that big. Because I mean that's a record holder, so I guess it makes sense. Yeah, a big baby, my big baby child right here. Let me actually. There we go. Okay, so the species of octopus that is here in Oregon is the giant Pacific octopus. And according to the newspaper known as the Oregonian, the the record holder is 600 pounds in weight, which I can do calculations for that for you later, and had a 30 feet tentacle span, which is about 9.14 meters. 2 kilograms. That is about 272 kilograms. 600 pounds of octopus. That is about 3 me's worth. Three of this funny clown that you're watching draw right now. Mm-hmm. Absolutely insane. Nature is awesome and cool and also a little scary. Like feral hogs, absolutely fucking terrifying. A fun low-level D&D encounter for your party. Wild boar. That's almost 2 of you? Yeah, no, fucking massive. Wait, okay, so you are... Okay, so that means you're closer to... You're closer to 300. Sick. Let me draw the ass for your viewing pleasure. We all enjoy a bit of clown ass. In the wise words of Miles Edgeworth, I've got that pussy fever. Vanna, this is specifically based off of the coasts and like tide pools that I'm familiar with. Very classy of you, my guy. I'll kill you, Squiddy. I need to keep practicing, unrelated to like everything I'm doing, but I really need to practice an Optimus Prime voice because I really want to just be able to go Autobots roll out, and I'm not great at it. Just roll out, and it's not the best, but I know I can. If you set your mind to something, you can do it. How's the Oregon nights been so far? Any frost? No, no, but things are getting a little bit chilly. Like it's been relatively warm today and like yesterday, but like most of the days recently have been a little chilly. Like right now it is about let me see. It's about 13 degrees Celsius, 56 degrees Fahrenheit. Right now during the day, it gets a little cooler at night. Or a little bit. It gets a fair bit cooler at night. First day, first night of frost? Congratulations. I get to deal with this bird. Is its nostrils down here? Is that its nostril? Oh my god, that's its nostril. Like where else is its air hole? And I just remembered yesterday I tried to run a RimWorld colony where like I started off with 8 colonists instead of the default 3. My god, that was a bad idea. Like the fact that I was doing better than I was before is great, but 8 people is so hard to manage. Like especially when like also bye Gracie, love you. It's like when you have to set everything up and none of your people have like a baseline of just survivability, you have to fucking work for it in the best of times with 3 people. And I did 8 because I was like, I want more people for more labor. And like, you get more people in your colony naturally over time because people come and visit. You can convert raiders into colonists because like they're really cool. Which means good news. I can see star. Oh, sick. I love the night sky. Congratulations. Like legitimately. Congrats on that, man. That's awesome. Thank you. Like I said with Dicey, you guys are really like putting in the mileage on this. Let me just actually erase all this stuff that I never needed to do and then I'll save. There we go. Oh God, look at how pretty this bird is. Graham, for context, since you weren't here, this is specifically a tufted puffin. This is a local seabird. Look how beautiful and majestic. Like something is just so endearing about this bird. Oh God, I love my child. Look upon my child and say yippee. Yeah, I mean, like, to finish responding to your message. One, again, congratulations on the beautiful night sky. And I'm sorry about your nights getting way colder. The little light pollution that the local driving school uses it. Oh, that's sick. We don't have many areas like that. Actually, no, we actually have a lot of areas like that. It's just where like there's little to no light pollution. But you want to know what's so fun about those places? Less than one person per square mile. Which is like, I don't know how much it is per kilometer. Hold on. Square mile to square kilometer. About 2.6, like a bit less than 2.6, but in the sense that it's 2.58999, and I assume so on and so forth. So 2.6 square kilometers, like less than one person for that amount of area. So there's a lot of places here where it's absolutely gorgeous at night. Like, I'm pretty sure we have like a designated like protective zone where it's like this is a place with absolutely no light pollution whatsoever, and like it's maintained to make sure of it. Like I've seen like videos from it. It's kind of scary. Like, it's super cool, but also that's terrifying. But also, like, you guys also get the Aurora Borealis, entirely localized within your kitchen. And so, not that I'm necessarily jealous about it, but also, like, that y'all are so fortunate for that. That's sick as hell. Don't mind me, I'm eating banana bread. I don't know if the UK ever sees the Aurora Borealis. Let me look that up. Actually, I could also just ask Dicey. Do you guys get the Aurora Borealis? You might have. You might have. Let me check. And if you have not, then oh yes, you did. Like the Aurora and the Big Dipper one. Oh god, that's so God, looking back at that, that's gorgeous. Shit, dude. Hmm. Banana bread. I swallowed it a bit weird and now I sound odd. Hmm. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hey Grace, you want out again? No? Okay. Shit, for real? Yeah, yeah, no, going outside, seeing the beauty of nature unfold before you. A, a specific view that is unique to that exact moment in time and nowhere and no when else in the universe. You just that's fucking sick as hell. Because both we're rotating around the sun and the sun is rotating around the galaxy. Those pictures are of a snapshot in time and a moment that cannot like be like completely replicated. That is entirely unique. Let me drink my water and I can return to funny toast level drawing. There we go. Hmm. Erasing this because this encroaches on another person's property and it will shoot you. Yeah, see this wizard? You encroach on his property, on the private property sign, and he'll fucking shoot you with his magic gun. What sort of magic does it have in it? Lockheed. Sure you don't want out? You're staring at the door, ma'am. Oh, okay. Let me see. Tufted Puffin. I need to see your tail again. Okay, so you have, like, no tail, basically. I love the majesty of nature. I love it a lot. Whoa, Charlie, you can't say that around here. Charlie, do you want it? You are inching closer and closer to getting out. I'm just wondering, Matt. Okay. Ma'am. Ma'am. Now your head's partway through the door. I can't close it again unless there we go. And that's not out, but that's a direction. Alright, and now that we have that, been reading a lot of Tolkien fan fiction recently. Sick. Yes, I did. Yeah, no, I forget what they're called in their fancy little, names and stuff. But yeah, the wizards are at the same level of angel that the, Balrogs are. Fun fact. And so that fight between the Balrog and, Gandalf was actually really even. It was a really even match. Oh yeah, and also Shelob's mother ate the original Sun and Moon. Yeah, yeah, so like Shelob is a primordial like creature of darkness older than like the Maiar, I think they're called. Yeah, they're older than the Maiar. They're older than the world, which is insane. There are places deeper and darker in the earth where ancient evils sleep in Lord of the Rings. It's fucking sick. It's cool as hell. Yeah, like the Watcher in the Deep. Is also one of them, and that's why Gandalf was just like fucking run. Yeah, no, the sun and the moon were both trees originally. That's fucking silly. Like not silly. That's very in line with like traditional myth and legend and stuff of like the very important trees. Right, that is a very common theme in like especially Germanic and the different myths of Germanic peoples. Uh all the way from like, of course stuff like Yggdrasil. Don't know how to say it properly still, but I'll figure it out. All the way down to just like a shit ton of important trees. Trees that all have significant meanings. That's probably the case in other peoples too, but I'm more familiar with like those. I swear I put this to normal. There we go. There we go. I'm so normal, chat. I'm so normal and cool and awesome and gamer maybe. A smile so sweetly at the camera. A few Bjarnacles. There we go, some barnacles. That's a load of barnacles. Man, no, I fucking love Tolkien's shit. Like, I mean, like the most basic opinion known to man, right? Because like it's just good. But I like it. It's nice. You know the song Never Met a Nice South African? Yeah, that's because he's dead. His name was J.R.R. Tolkien. I never met a nice South African. Automobiles run on gravy. God, amazing song. The fact that the people that made it originally were required to take it down is so funny. Alright, there we go. And then I grab you. And then, I don't know, make you like, why was that, 28? 28 size good? Yeah. That's because, due to his anti-imperial and anti-colonial beliefs, he returned to England and became English. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, no, yeah, there was only so much colonialism he could handle. And that mixed with just like his deep appreciation of like uh English myth and history is probably honestly probably a big reason why he moved to England. Also, not surprisingly for the time, but definitely not expected. As far as I can tell, just not racist. He was just a good guy, just all around. And like obviously with that like read along series that I want to do, some that are very high on the list are Tolkien's works. Tolkien's works, Discworld, uh the Septimus Heap series. I need more people to be exposed to those books immediately. Let's see. H.P. Lovecraft. I, w- I wish I could in good conscience read out Neil Gaiman books, but like he has the problem of being a bad person and still alive. Like it would be great if he was a bad person and dead, like H.P. Lovecraft. Or, or, or sorry, he and a friend of mine. Maybe I should say his full name, Howard Phillips Lovecraft. That man was like I'm sure if he knew about gay people, he would be homophobic in the way that he was actually phobic of gays. Like actually fucking terrified. Like he'd see two men kissing and then like freak out scared and run back into his house after like peering out of the door for 5 seconds. And then probably write like a whole horror like story out of it about the scary men who kiss other men and I don't know steal their soul or something. From their neighbor, yeah, yeah, which which is kind of which is not funny, but that's kind of interesting. Because like obviously Gondor is used in the fight against Sauron, right? But also like they're people for good and bad still, you know, they are part of the race of men. That means they're also gonna do bad shit. Like they're capable of great good and evil, and that's just some of the evil that they're capable of. Let me get the fucking orange. Yay! Yes, and now it's sort of this fun little peachy color. The man's so fearful that he managed to write a horror story about the conditioning exists. Yeah, no, I forgot about that. I need to read that one. I haven't actually read that one yet. Uh, I hate to say it, but I have not read every single Lovecraft story. One of my personal favorites is the one about the wizard curse. That turned out to just be a wizard shooting you with a gun. Like just amazing. He's gonna wizard shoot you. That's tomatoes with Italian herbs. No, thank you. No calamari for me, thanks. I just want to show a speech summarization of it. That is a very good video. Let's see, I've read Color Out of Space, I've read Call of Cthulhu, I've read I forget its name, but it's the one about the wizard that I was talking about. I've read Shadow over Innsmouth, which is honestly one of my personal favorites, even though it's very fucking racist. Let's see, and then there's fuck, what's it called? It's not in the Cthulhu mythos. It's about like this dreamland. Let me look up Lovecraft Dreamland stories. Yeah, Dreamlands. Apparently they're kind of in the Cthulhu mythos, but like because somebody took over afterwards. And so, like, apparently Nyarlathotep is in control of the Dreamlands. Oh, here it is. Here it is. The Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath is one of the other ones I've read. Fun book. Kind of weird. I feel like H.P. Lovecraft has nothing but fever dreams. Like, if that's like, this is a book about something I dreamed about. Let me see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Meme chat. Yes, yes, I have. I love that one. The Lord of the Rings of Fellowship is very good. I love Tom Cardy. Yeah, no, I fucking love the they walk, walk, walk. Cause that's just what it is. That's just like what war is like, right? Or at least in World War I, especially, is like fucking walking in the horrible muck and mud and disease and if you poke your head out of the trenches, then you're gonna get shot to fucking like smithereens, into Mr. Smithereens, and then like it's war is not fun. There's a lot of people that are like, men used to go to war. Why aren't we like that anymore? One, we're going to war with Venezuela right now, which I don't like. I like our neighbors. Uh, but also like so many different like soldiers and generals have written about their times that like in war, and it's all been bad. There's nothing glorious about war. Like, you can fight somebody because of a good cause, right? But the war is never good. Like, most of the time, it's like, you know, like waiting and fucking horrifying. And I feel like Lord of the Rings actually captures that very well, especially the books. Like, it really captures that well, that like Yeah, this quest and like fighting Sauron, it is objectively right. Just like it is objectively right to fight the Nazis. But wars is not but like and also war is war and it's is fucking awful. And like our main characters go home after it, right? And they're never the same. It's literally what happens when you expect somebody who has been broken down and built back up to fight to try and come home and just be become a part of like civilian life. That's it's just not that it's not gonna happen, but like it's not what they're used to anymore, right? Like Frodo had to go out and sail to the west because like he didn't belong in the Shire that he fought so hard to save anymore. You know, this is why I want to read shit. Uh, like as that series because I have a lot to say about books. I have a lot to say about media. You'll never guess what I named the bearded tree fellow. Fucking love that video. This Tolkien trying to name a bunch of characters. Just what do I call this villainous female spider? Well, Loeb is an old Saxon name for spider. Ah, yes, I got it. Shelob. Hmm. Did you hear about what happened in Bilbao, sir? Bilbao. Yes, quite. What do I name these two brothers? Well, their father is quite close to one, but distant from the other. Ah, I know. Niromir and Faramir. Wait, no, this can't be. But yeah, my absolute favorite one from that video is 100% him just going, "You'll never guess what I called the bearded tree fellow." Alright, and now I do that one, and then... I love what I'm able to do in art now. Like, look at this. Look how cool this is. And I am going to make this background color, not background color, but like the color like this to sort of signify that this is the playable area and the other parts are the background. Now, am I doing this the most efficient way? No. No, and I kind of don't want to. But also, like, I'm not doing it that way. Wait a minute. No, I have a slightly better idea. I color all this in, and then I do it maybe like 2 more times so that the color is like transitioning. The color's transitioning? Good for them. Alright, there we go. Now let's do it A couple more times. Or perhaps, time to do it slightly more efficiently. Only slightly. Alright, yeah, I do that, and then... Whoa! I was like, oh, this will be a marginal change. No, wow. Well, it's a bit of a marginal change from that other thing. And let me fix up this lower layer here. There we go. Okay. That looks a bit better now. Sick. This is the type of shit I live for. Oh, this is the type of shit I'm living for. Yeah. And do that. And of course, on top of this will be all sorts of other colors. I'm just looking on my phone now. God, that is a very, very different color scheme on my phone. Jesus Christ. Because because for me it's a lot more like not pastel, but it's a bit more pastel on my like actual drawing tablet. Not my drawing tablet, like on my computer screen. My tablet does not have a screen. And on my phone, God, it looks like it's gonna burn me to death. Let me see how this one looks so that hopefully I'm not like blasting your eyeballs. Like with the color and that it's yeah, like if I do this. Okay, the contrast on my phone is so high. That is good to know. I hope you guys and your peepers are doing good. Like what I'm working with now looks like on my end looks a lot more like a bubblegum pink. Like a bubblegum pink with a little bit of purple in it. You know, sort of like your grape Laffy Taffies. And like this is sort of a peachy color for me. And this is like an orange cream popsicle. And so damn, it's a lot more vibrant. Not vibrant, it's a lot more burns you, kills you, kills you. All right, and then we do like that maybe. No, no, no. It has to be vibrant. Yeah, like that. Or else it's just gonna be gray. Hold on, I will be right back. Sorry about that. I am back. I've been gifted something. Something beautiful. A Miwen burger. Crazy hamburger. Oh, my headphones got put back on backwards. And then you do this, and then suddenly, this part is very nice. Very nice. Sorry for the silence. Uh, somebody entered into my room again. Now my cat is gone. Taken. What does this color do? Some wonderful things. Somehow both like more washed out than the original color that I'm using, but also very vibrant at the same time. Again, I keep saying this, eye warning. Like, this is a little bit overstimulating. At this point in time, that will be fixed by the time this layer is done. At least I hope so. Does your cat... Ah, I have a particular set of skills. Uh, no, unfortunately, my cat's dad is not Liam Neeson. It's it, you know, for everybody whose dad is not Liam Neeson, it is a tragedy. As someone who's also not Liam Neeson's kid, I understand. And I'm here to console you in this trying time, as I am here to get consoled by Burger. Now, also, if your cat is being taken and their hair is being used for some sort of uh, evil witch spell, using the snapping of a twig, then maybe you should like kill the witch or something. Weapons reference, Weapons 2025. It's a pretty good film, actually. The villain is a reference to a lot of old people. Where, like, they hate that the world is changing around them. And so they lash out at everybody, especially children. Hmm. And also just hate that they're getting old. Like, not hate that they're getting old in isolation, but like that as well. Like those two things in one person. Weapons is actually a really interesting film to take inspiration from in regards to witches. Uh, because like the villain of that movie. Also, I should have really said spoiler warning. I'm so sorry for not saying spoiler warning beforehand. Uh, it's like if you hear about the messed up witches in like folklore, that's pretty accurate to what the villain of Weapons is like. Like, oh, it comes in, joins the family, uh, takes control over them. Then like steals children, hides them in the basement, and anybody who tries to come in, like, comes out filled with black ichor. There's horrible black goo. And, like, throughout the film, she gets more and more vibrant. Meaning that she's probably, like, leeching out the life from all these people in order to give it to herself. Because she doesn't want to be old and die. Very, very good movie. Also, again, don't mind me. I'm eating burger. I ate one half of it. I can get back to it later. I wonder why the line art is not as prominent this time. Like it's definitely like a specific thing with like the colors that I'm using and the ways that I'm using them. Not mean to erase your head. He's like Eraserhead, but instead of powers, he erases your entire like actual head. Oh yeah, it's definitely a color choice. It looks like beautiful, beautiful summer. Kind of. Okay, that looks a little bit different, which is awesome and cool. I am going to... Which one are you? Are you this one? No, you're very much not that. Uh, wrong layers for 500, Alex. So something I want to do with the, and why I'm saying this is because it's almost time to swap over to working on assets, is something I want to do with the fun, like, library scene where I want to do the, like, read-along, is having little creatures that I like to call porblums, I originally had the idea when I was like running Rhyme of the Frost Maiden. And they're basically these little they're these like little like real spidery, almost sort of like the soot sprites from Spirited Away. And it would be super fun to have a few like skittering around on like an animation loop in there. Don't worry, I will make the insides really pink. Uh, uh, Later. This clam will probably be the last thing I color in today. For this art piece. Okay, you want it back in. Cool. Hi. Okay, there we go. Oh no. More like that, maybe? And behold. Ay, 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 ay. It's me. Ay, 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 ay. Behold my splendor. And there we go. And look at that. Look at the progress we're making. Very cool and awesome. And I will make sure to save. It is amazing and cool and awesome. And then now, waiting for operation to complete. Thank you, Critter. Very cool. And there we go. Here's the progress we've made on this on today's stream. Sorry that so much of the time was just talking about random shit and not drawing, as opposed to talking about random shit and drawing. Thank you, 3 p.m. alarm. Also, I'm so happy for you guys. Only a few hours, maybe even a couple, from Halloween. It's almost spooky day. It's a spooky month? And then I start dancing. I start dancing gaily. Have I got a good expression on my face or the shoes all tight? Well, why do we dancing in the show tonight? And I shine my shoes, is my hair in place? Have I got a good expression on my face? And the shoes all tight. I don't wanna watch over dancing in the show tonight. I thought I did this color, but it seems I may not have. You. You're. You're delicious. Colonel. Colonel, this food is so yummy. Snake, what the actual fuck? Colonel, it's so yummy. Oh, that's why, 'cause it is the same color. What? What do you call this candy bar? Penguin? Does it come in albino? The black ichor of the indescribable. Your time now is getting nearer, and I'm getting scared. In the mirror, if I'm a prepared. First you take a step, and you point your toes. I like Ween. Ween is very good. Shine. Bada bada bada, who'll be dancing in the show tonight? Did I do that color, or did I miss it? No, I did that color. Did I skip out on this one? I did! Yay! I get to fix a problem! I love fixing problems, but not fixing problems. Fixing problems can be rough, because, Every time you think you've dealt with them, there's always like 50,000 more. At least now I can put them to use as silly little guys. Are in place. Lower this down to size 20 so that I can fucking blend this shit. Oh yeah. I got a cute expression on my face. You so shy. I don't want to erase, I want this. And then I blend some more. Hey, cry some more. Have I got a good expression on my face? I put this as normal. I have a little idea. So this one. This one is that. Which means this one should be the one I'm looking for. These are the gamers you're looking for. First you take a step and you point your toes. And I was like, oh no, I should probably worry about how this would look. This is my... And then I realized, no, this is on a separate layer. This is to affect the actual shading below. As almost like there's a spotlight and this stuff on the outside is darker. God, once I'm done with this shading, my God, let's just say, my peanuts. No. Once I'm done with the shading, I could just copy this layer, And then, hold on, let me go back to hard light, then, like, what was it, 40? Yes. Then I could just, take this layer, copy it, turn it into just, like, cyan, clean it up a bit. With like some different colors for some stuff. And then, bada bing, bada boom, Billiam's your uncle. Hey, Gracie. You stepped on a pile of stuff and you knocked something over. I moved that over on my bed. I think that the very edge of this should be that, and then very good and awesome. Oh, do you want out? There we go. This'll really come into effect once I have like all the shading underneath like this. Very, very cool and awesome is what I mean. And then I'm trying to make this screen so that I don't have to update it for a long time. That's why I'm putting so much like love and work into it, versus just love, and not so much work. Alright, and now let's see. Maybe I raise it up. You know what? Let's be crazy. Let's raise it up to size 40. A crazy hamburger. Betsy, I have a crazy hamburger. It's gonna crazy hamburg you. Joker, that's me. Why are you calling it an it? That's just a person from Hamburg. Exactly, Batman. It's a hamburger. Hamburger. Go. Did you know communism is when no burger? What about overlay, actually? Lighten does not work. What about luminosity? Again, no. Saturation, definitely not, because it's all grayscale. Anna, why not overlay? I mean, look at it. Look at it. Look at my boy. Look at how they shaded my boy. Let me go to the right layer, Papa. Alright, there we are. And that is all taken care of. Let me just have these in the darker section there. I mean, what would you do then in a sick and twist head? Alright, there we go, and then like so. Just literally the very edges. Because, I mean, look at that. Look at how all that's turning out. What if I did... Alright. Let me lower that back down to 20. And again, lower that opacity to 70. That's the better option. And then, boom. I need to keep that one on, but not this one. Okay, there's you, and then you. And then you, obviously. Then you. And then finally, you. Also you. And you. And then... Yeah, it's all out of sorts now. I'm very cool and awesome in every single possible way. You can tell because I'm cool. You can tell I'm cool because I'm awesome, and you can tell I'm awesome because I'm cool. I don't know what I'm on. No, actually, I do know what I'm on. Pure unfiltered ADHD. That's what I'm on. That's my drug of choice. And RFK Jr.'s just like, where's your foreskin? We're the foreskin patrol. We need to see it. God, there's this comedian guy on TikTok that I watch who does like RFK Jr. impressions, and some of the scenarios that we as an audience are put through is horrifying. And then I can do away with that for now so that I can keep going on this, which is very cool. I then do this finally. Ooh, new character idea. A guy named Fine Linely. Not Linely, Linesley. Fine Linesley. And my name is Fine Linesley. I've always been reliant on the kindness of strangers. Alright, there we go. I suppose that's good enough for now. And then I do this one. Alright, there we go. So I suppose we do this one now. Getting it. I broke the goddamn wheel. That wasn't a half bad Arthur Morgan. I need to practice my Arthur. I'm tired, sister. Take a chance that love exists and do a loving act. I need to play Red Dead Redemption 2 myself. I've seen gameplay of it. I've technically seen the story from start to end. I've just never actually, you know, played it for my own self. It's a really good story. I broke the goddamn wheel. And once again, an Irishman being really good at a southern accent, giving me life. Like the actor for Arthur Morgan is really good at accent work, it seems. Cause like I've heard him, he kind of sounds like Arthur Morgan. Obviously, cause you know, the voice actor, but really not. Like he's really good. Like he also got down like sounding full of like I got the TB. I got tuberculosis. Micah. Dutch. Dutch, I got the TB. Dutch, I got a boo-boo on my fingy. I just broke your goddamn mind. Yep, I just killed you. You don't know who I am. That was a bad impression. You don't know who I am. You're a good man. I can't do it the proper way because I'm not like doing it as loud. Like you really You really need to put your whole Arthur Morgussy into it, you know? I'm scared, sister. I'm gonna squash you like a bug. Get back here. My name's Arthur Morgan. Welcome to Jackass. California girl, unforgettable. Daisy Dukes bikinis on top. The Arthur Morgan voice really does a number on one's throat. I'm tired. I'll shoot the lights out. I have a lonely night. All alone moon. I'm paradise. Right, there we go. Get you with my big, strong hand. You merely adopted the darkness. I was born in it, molded by it. When I left the dark, I was already a man. But you, my good bitch, are not a man. You're a bat. You're simply a bat screaming. I'm going to fucking kill you. And then Bane squashes my brain like a bug. I'm gonna squash you like a bug. You know, it's like poetry. The mall always wins. Or you know, it's like poetry. The mall wins for now. Alright, there's that. So that means you are next. You are next. Next, next. No, you're not next. You are next. You are dead. Dead, dead. You thought you were hot. Turns out you're not. You are dead. Dead, dead. I'm coming for you. There we go. I am bulletproof. I need to improve my heavy, but it's getting a bit better. It's like poetry. I squashed you like a bug. Uh, it's like poetry. I made billions. Groovy baby. Ah, there we go. Oh, more wins. It's like poetry. More wins for now. Here you see, that's actually lighter than the darkest part of this universe. You see, there's a part of the universe where no light exists, and nothing there to experience. And as it turns out, we may have been wrong. Inside here is a singular bug. With that bug, we'll find a way to make Maul come out on top. To make a wall. I almost said make a wall. This is one wall you'll never cross, Spider-Man. Hey, it's me, Wendy Oldbag. My power is unlimited. I'm no longer in Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney 1. I can do whatever I want. I can even fucking hit you. This is why you don't give VeggieTales hands. They can do things like jack off and hit you. For context, that is a reference to a Tumblr post.
Yeah, just for context. Well, just for fucking context. Flavin. I'm the fucking scientist from fucking Simpsons. There we go. My name's Wendy, old bag. You know this hairy butts guy ain't so bad. My name's like Larry. Oh, shut up, Harry. If it stinks, it's always the butts. Listen. You can hear my lack of caring. And now I get to fucking shade this tentacle. My friend, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway. What's more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times I'm sure you knew, where I bit off more than I could chew. To say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. Let the record show I took the blow and did it my way. I like Sinatra. I like Sinatra a lot. More than I. There we go. Oh, there we are. Let me. That
I figured I should probably save, so I will. I could show I took the blow and did it my way. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. Oh, da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Dee, da, dee, da. Da, da, da. No, don't erase that. No. I took the blow, yes, and did it my way. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right. Ah, right, there we go. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? Now let me move it back to the proper side. I got friends on the other side. Don't blame me. Blame my friends on the other side. That seems dicey. Has gone. Maybe. Oh well. The only reason I checked was that I just so happened to be about to do my ending read. And as you can see, stuff is making more progress. So I am more than happy to go to the Just Chatting screen and to go, I have been Bajongles. You can find me over here on Twitch, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, noon Pacific Standard Time. I would much appreciate a follow. And speaking of follow, you can follow me over on my socials, Bluesky and Tumblr, both Big Boy Art 1, username Bajongles. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hi YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. And with that, it has been a wonderful time streaming today. We will be back on Sunday to get back to Far Cry 5. And so, I will catch you all on the flip-flop. Bye-bye.